He welds in pitch black, underwater, at 200 feet, carrying 200 pounds of gear and cutting steel in freezing cold. There's no backup, no second chance. And if something goes wrong, help is 5 minutes too late. This isn't just the most dangerous job you've never heard of. It's also one of the best paid. And yes, you can get certified in under a year. It's not glamorous. There's no office, no startup buzz, no Wi-Fi, just pressure, steel, darkness, and $150,000 a year for the people who know how to operate under it. Welcome to the world of commercial diving and underwater welding. Most people will never meet a commercial diver. And that's exactly what makes them valuable. They're hired to do work no one else can, because no one else will. They inspect bridges from below, weld pipelines hundreds of feet underwater, repair ship hulls in complete darkness, and carry tools heavier than most people's gym routines. It's not just dangerous. It's isolating. When you're working underwater, there's no talking, no thinking out loud. Just your breath in your ears, the hiss of the line, and the sound of steel against steel. But here's the truth. This job pays like it does for a reason. Because risk commands revenue. The average salary for an underwater welder? $70,000 to $150,000. And the top earners, those working offshore or on high-risk contracts, can pull in even more. You're not clocking in to sort spreadsheets. You're entering a world where pressure can kill, visibility can disappear, and timing is everything. And every single paycheck reflects that. So how do you break into one of the most dangerous and highest-paying trades in America? You start by earning your commercial diving license. Unlike traditional trades, this is not something you learn on the job. You train in controlled environments, deep tanks, flooded classrooms, dry suits, decompression chambers. You learn to weld by feel. You learn to stay calm when the light cuts out. You learn to respect pressure, currents, and time. The program usually takes 6 to 12 months to complete. And tuition runs between $15,000 and $30,000, depending on the school and location. Some of the most respected diving academies in the U.S. include the Divers Institute of Technology, Seattle, the Ocean Corporation, Houston, CDA Technical Institute, Florida, Commercial Diving Academy International. Most schools offer financial aid, veteran support, and in some cases, job placement assistance. Some students cash flow the training. Others cover it with grants or trade school loans. But either way, this is not 4 years and $100,000 of debt. It's 1 year and a direct path to a paycheck most people won't believe. Training includes surface and underwater welding, dive medicine and decompression, underwater cutting and burning, rigging and hydraulics, dive physics, emergency recovery, and above all, mental control under pressure. Because when you're 100 feet underwater with a torch in one hand and a saw in the other, panic is not an option. So what happens after you graduate? You enter a niche where demand never dies. Commercial divers are rare. Fewer than 10,000 certified professionals are active in the U.S. That scarcity is your leverage. Because when storms hit, pipes break, or bridges need to be inspected from below, there's no one else they can call. Divers are hired by oil and gas companies, government infrastructure teams, shipping firms, bridge contractors, power plants, and salvage crews. Some do deep-sea welding on offshore rigs. Others handle underwater demolition. A few go freelance and take on contracts that pay by the job. And the jobs pay because the risk is real. Forget office politics. Your biggest enemy is the clock. Work too long at depth without decompression, you're done. Misplace your tether? You're gone. Mess up a weld on a critical pipe? Millions of dollars and lives are on the line. And yet people do it. They train for it. They're proud of it. Because when you know how to move in an environment where others panic, you're not just skilled. You're irreplaceable. This job is not for dreamers. It's for the focused, the durable, the disciplined, the kind of person who doesn't need recognition because they've got a skill no one else can fake. And once you've built that, you don't just work jobs. You command contracts. Some underwater welders go on to start their own companies. Some specialize in underwater robotics or remote vehicle piloting. Some move into inspection and train the next generation. But all of them started the same way. They decided not to run from pressure, but toward it. So here's what most people don't understand. You can make $150,000 a year without a degree, without a corporate ladder, without becoming an influencer or selling a single thing. You can make it with steel in your hands, a regulator in your mouth, and grit in your gut. Because while the world celebrates convenience, this job rewards courage. And if you've got it, there's a seat on the next dive rig waiting for you.